AquaMethodPodcast.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP and rocking with me on the Aqua Method Podcast. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally, no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. It's GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com for the types of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, all that good stuff. GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com is the place to do it. You are listening to this and watching this on Grasshopper GP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. Grasshopper GP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Thank y'all for rocking with me for so long. I really appreciate it because guess what? This is episode 80 of the AquaMethod Podcast. Episode 80. I'm very proud of that number. It's been a good long time since I've had Mel on the show, and it's really, really dope. And I'm excited to have you. This is Mel, right? It's not Kayla.
Yes.
Just making sure.
This is Mel.
Just making sure. She has a twin. Long time ago, y'all seen the twin, Kayla. Episode like 24 or something like that.
Yeah, it had to be almost a year ago now.
Yeah. So what's new, love? I mean, I know what's new, but they don't know what's new.
Well, I recently graduated in December, so officially post-grad.
Yeah.
I graduated in public relations with a minor in business, marketing. So
Yeah, that's good. What happened? What else happened at the graduation?
I got engaged.
She got engaged. That's dope. That's dope. So it's unfortunate for all of us other men out there. She's off the market, unfortunately, for all of us who just think she's beautiful and just want to look at her. So congratulations to, what's his name?
Marquez.
Congratulations, sir. You got a lovely, lovely woman. So how did he do it? How did he pop the question? How do you feel?
Okay, so he popped the question by I was walking. Well, I didn't know anything prior before. We've already talked about it, obviously, but I never had a clue that it was going to be that day. So what he did was when they called my name, my sister told me whenever they call my name that there's going to be a sign for us. So obviously my sister wasn't right beside me for my graduation. So she walked across the stage and they called her name and she went back to sit down. I looked up to see like what type of sign it was. So once they called my name, I walked around. We had to take pictures and all that.
Of course.
So then once I actually got almost to where I was going to get back to seat, my friends and my fiance now, but then boyfriend.
Right.
But my friends each had like a letter, and the letter said "Marry Me," and he was standing at the end.
Oh wow.
So and they called my name to get me to realize what it said. And I almost started crying, but I didn't because my makeup was. So after that, I didn't go get my ring because we already still had the ceremony to go on with. So
to go on through,
So basically, I waited until the ceremony was over. Then I had to go find them because I guess he was actually gonna do it, get on one knee and do it.
Yeah.
So once I finally found them, he played one of our favorite songs, which is TLC. I can't remember what the name is. Still Always Be Us Together, something like that, off the movie.
Right.
Did you see the TLC movie?
That's like the biopic.
Yeah, the biopic
by VH1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like the video, the music at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name, but anyways, that's like one of our favorite songs. And
you gotta know, you just gotta feel it.
I know. So he played that, and then he got on one knee. He had a poster also, with our baby pictures and pictures from the past, and it had a little message on there. And he got on one knee, but I snatched the ring out of his hand. I didn't give him a chance to.
Oh wow!
I know.
So he had the box. He had the box closed. And
he had the box open, and he was on one knee. And he told me that later. He told me that he had a speech or whatever. But in the moment, I just snatched the box out of his hand. And
right, just instinctually.
It was just instinct. So yeah, that's how it happened, and
that's dope.
It's been great ever since.
That's good. Did he seem nervous?
Yes. He was actually about to cry.
That's
I
good.
know that was cute.
Yeah.
But he held his
That's
together.
natural. That's natural, man.
But yeah.
And y'all are I can't remember, you were what, 23?
Yes, I'm 23.
23, and he is, I'm gonna guess, 24.
Yes, he's 24. He'll
Yeah.
be 25 this year.
He'll be 25. Not bad. Not bad. Got a lot of beautiful memories ahead of you, and a lot of amazing moments because y'all so young. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. I ain't engaged to nobody. I'm about to be 29 in about 3 weeks. So, hopefully somebody come along that made me all nervous and want to cry too. You know what I mean? You know, maybe I'll find them here at Ambooks 2, the comic book shop where I'm recording. Please stop by to Ambooks 2 if you're interested in comic books. You see this right behind me is the new stuff. On the other side is the board games and Warhammer stuff. So please stop by if you're in the local area and buy all this stuff. If you're not in Lafayette, stop by your local comic book shops and expand your imagination. But yeah, man, that's awesome. So congratulations, and congratulations to your fiance. He's like I said, a very, very lucky guy. Many have tried, all have failed. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure about it. That's like no disrespect. That's how I met Mel. When I met her, cause she was new at the spot that we was working at. That shall not be named. She was new. I'm like, man, she cute. I'm gonna go holler at her. She said, I got a boyfriend, and that was you. So you're lucky, man. She turned me down, but she turned me down so politely and very nicely, and we became friends. And she's a very good person, man. She's very, very cool. Her and her sister are very, very sweet people. What's she doing anyway? Where's she at right now? What's going on?
Actually, she went to go, I think, to AT&T
Okay.
To buy something. But we have dogs, so
okay.
We just got them groomed today. So basically, she was going to show Jalen.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cause you wanted to bring.
I was going to bring my dog so you guys can see. But.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I would have loved it, but it's not. That's not my spot. Shout out to Mr. Jeff for letting me rock out here, but I don't think they would allow that too much. But yeah, man. So I work early in the morning, real early. So I sleep during the day. When I went to sleep, Barack Obama was president, and when I woke up, Donald Trump was the president. How you feel about old Donald Trump? Because today is the day. It's official now. It is official.
Touchy subject for a lot of us.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet that Barack Obama had to go. His final farewell. Obama out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not much into his campaign. I wasn't really into it. I did watch some of the debates that he's had.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've tried to find things that I can support him for, but it's just hard. It's tough, it's really tough going off a base of the media, what the media portrays about him.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's natural that you have a negative view of him unless you were a Republican or someone that supported him before.
Yeah, you have to be a Trump supporter. You don't necessarily have to be a Republican. I want to make that clear because it would be unfair to blanket all Republicans as Trump supporters. But yeah, man, I want to take this time out to say thanks to President Obama for 8 great years. No president's perfect. It was I'm sure he had very trying moments and very tough moments and things that he might have gotten wrong. But as an African American man and as a young person, he was a very inspirational person.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't like you don't necessarily have to be a Democrat or African American or young to have appreciated what he did and all the things that he accomplished. Facing a level of disrespect that hasn't befallen many presidents prior. Now, all presidents receive criticism,
Right.
but not to their face, like in the manner that Barack had. There's this classic picture of this lady just yelling at him. Like it was like she was a higher up. She was like a government exec. I can't exactly remember what she was. I think it was in Arizona or something, and she was just yelling at him, and like news pundits would point out like no president had to deal with that level of disrespect. Like again, all presidents got criticized through news outlets and stuff like that, but he got it right to his face. So,
Right.
But shout out to President Obama for 8 great years, and hopefully he stays within government and within the public realm, much akin to the Clintons and how they're still in the still relevant
Right.
in the government realm, and former presidents passed. So hopefully they stay. And shout out to Miss Michelle Obama and the kids.
See the protest?
I didn't. I was looking at the inauguration a little bit, and then I went to sleep. But
but yes, the protests are really bad out there.
yeah,
It was like,
check it out. So George Bush was president during Hurricane Katrina. Hurricane Katrina hits. George Bush approval rating was 43%. Pretty low.
right.
Donald Trump approval rating was 40% before he got into office. The day before, I saw that the day before he got the official presidency, 40%. So I mean, there's a lot of people hurting out there. There's a lot of people who don't have optimism for the future.
Right.
But I believe that if you were a decent person before, you're gonna be a decent person after. If you're a hardworking person before, you're gonna be a hardworking person after Trump. You know, he's just a figurehead for the country. But you have to go out and make America what you want it to be. You know, your own 360. You know what I mean? So like I can only control what's in front of me, behind me, and on side of me. So that's all I'm worried about. You know what I mean? So I don't feel no different since when I went to sleep to now, and it's just America. This is where we at. But I understand if you feel upset. I understand. I'm not criticizing anything like that. I'm not saying get over it or anything like that. I'm not being negative. But it's just the world we live in, and we got to deal with it.
Right.
You know. But like, and I mean, I'm just naive. I'm just crazy because I think I just got like a sense of optimism. Like I just want.
There's nothing wrong with that because I can see
him to
we
good.
should have optimism. But I would like to, if anything, I would like to be surprised if he did create change for us.
Yeah, something cool. Yeah, it's like if he did something good, like something that
even
was
if
worthwhile.
It's small,
Yeah. So I think we're gonna be all right. I really do. Honestly and sincerely, I think we're all gonna be all right, and at least I hope so. You know.
Right.
But yeah. So it's the AquaMethodPodcast. That's as heavy as it's gonna get. I try not to keep it that heavy.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah. I mean, that was just something that I thought about, cause man, like Obama's not the president no more.
I know it's been a big topic since.
Let's
election.
talk about where were you when he got elected? Like, you remember that moment, the first time, 8 years ago?
Yeah. 8 years ago, I cannot recall because I was probably I wasn't able to vote. Oh, no. Yes, I do. The first time that he got elected, I was a freshman. And we were all looking at the inauguration on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, it wasn't, like, as superficial as it is now. You know, back then, obviously, I didn't really understand any politics. Already, you already have that mindset. Whatever your parents are, that's what you try to follow. So I was in school. I definitely wasn't paying attention that much. I was, it was cool that someone was in the office that looked like us, like that actually looked like us and understood us. So that's where I was the first time. The second time, I was actually able to vote. So that was like one of the best moments of my life that I can actually like carry on and tell my kids and my grandkids that I voted for a black man to be in the office and he won. Like,
that's kind of cool.
So I don't remember where I was for the second one. I was in college by then.
Yeah, I remember the first one. I remember when because it was a lot like this. It was a lot like this election process where all the channels, that's all you was looking at was the election coverage with CNN got the big map and all the colors was lighting up red and blue.
Right.
And I remember because I had two country ass white boys as my roommates at the time. Shout out to them. I'm not gonna say your names, but shout out to y'all. And like because they like down south, like extra country, from Eunice. And President and Barack Obama got elected, and it was like, and he was, it was two black guys, me and my oldest friend, and these two white dudes, and one of them came up to us and like, yo, we just elected a black man as the president. Y'all should be going out and celebrating. We should be having fun. I was so surprised that he said that, like, because he wanted to go out and like, cause we just elected the first black president, and like, and we was just looking at it and like just feeling like this. I didn't want to jump up and down like celebrate it like you know, but like it was like some sort of race thing, because it wasn't for me, because he was saying a lot of good things. Because I was in college at the time. I was like, I think in my second or third year. And he was saying a lot of things about education and about I could staying on your parents' insurance until you're 26. I'm like, that's gonna help me out and stuff like that. But I just remember I was like feeling this euphoria, like wow, like just seeing something new, seeing change. Right. You know what I mean? And it was just cool. It was like a black guy's president. I know. And guy looks like me. And
they're full of essence, and they was just so graceful.
What else is new, man? What else is good? What's good? Mom's got the show. She had a show on YouTube doing makeup stuff. How's that going? How's that running?
Well, actually, we took a break from it. Obviously, it was just because school, you know, balancing school, 2 jobs, and you know, other things. It was just too hard for me to come home and then worry about I need to put a video on YouTube, especially when you have homework and you have all these internships. Especially my last semester, it was very tough for me. So we really laxed on it. It's been a year now, so I know it's time for us to get back on the
Still
ball.
Got thousands of views.
I know.
There's a lot of chicks love that makeup, man. I remember I went to Sephora to get my mama a gift for Christmas. Yes, ma'am. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, yo, I don't need none of this. This is all for chicks. They got cologne in there. They got cologne in there?
Yes.
Come on. They got $1 billion worth of material, of product up in there, and they got $500 worth of cologne for men. They got a men's section they keep in the back. It's all dingy.
You gotta walk past everything else.
Cobwebs. But yeah, I'm like, man, like I thought like, right then and there when I went in there and I started looking around, I'm like, yo, it's harder to be a chick than it is to be a dude. It costs so much more money.
I know a lot of guys complain about their clothes or so much, but like, look what we have to do. We have to get our hair done.
I ain't never in my life complained about no clothes, man. Gotta get your hair done, gotta get your nails done.
But y'all have to get haircuts every week.
I cut my own hair.
At least we can get a sew-in and it will last for a couple months.
I cut my own hair and it cost me no dollars. I shaved my shit bald. It's so easy.
Well, you trying to be budget friendly? I'm talking about the average person, the average guy.
You're right. No, yeah, get fades and
they getting a haircut every week, something every week. Buying clothes, probably trying to get a car, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trying to
cars
look
ain't
good.
no joke. Cars ain't no joke, but still, I think y'all still got it harder.
But we do have it harder. We have to maintain a lot.
Yeah, man. Like I remember watching Good Hair by Chris Rock. You seen that documentary? You never seen that?
No.
You look like you never heard of it.
No, I haven't.
It's a documentary about black women and getting weaves and where the weave came from and like the history of weaves and the weave industry in Atlanta and stuff like that. Yeah, all kind of shit. It's real dope.
It sounds interesting.
It's real cool. That was eye-opening. I didn't know that y'all was spending that much money.
Yeah, we do.
On weaves, $1,000 weaves, man, for some fake hair. I don't understand that. No disrespect.
You gotta buy the bundles.
No disrespect. That's just something I don't understand. And like since I got an African American woman for the first time on the show, it was the first one in a long time.
Yeah.
So I could get that perspective finally. You know what I mean? And then getting dudes to buy. Yo, no disrespect. I'm not buying no hair. Not no $1,000 hair. Not no $1,000 hair. No disrespect. Come on, don't look at me.
Wait, so if you have a girlfriend, you're not gonna buy her hair?
Not no $1,000 hair. $1,000 hair?
No, I mean, that's in Atlanta though. That's in Atlanta. We gotta think about where we are. In Louisiana, it doesn't cost that much. Now you can get some good bundles for like $300. So you're not gonna pay the extra, maybe $100, $200 to get the girl sewing.
You're right.
You're not gonna pay that?
No, you're asking me. You're asking me. Man, yo.
You want her to look good, right?
Facts. I want her to be happy. That's true. But I've said many things that I wouldn't do for a chick that I absolutely did.
And we can finesse it. So
But like, come on, but you independent, got your own money, doing your own thing.
Right, but I don't want to spend my own money.
That's
I don't want to
that's
spend
wonderful.
my own money.
That's wonderful.
But I'm pretty sure most women,
Honesty, I love it. See, that's the truth right there.
Most women have their own money, but they don't want to spend it. They have a guide. Not saying that guys have to do everything. So actually, it's been. I don't know if you know.
That sounds to me, madam, like reverse sexism.
No.
Like why? See, like this, y'all. Like it feels like y'all want progress, being progressive in certain areas, but the man still got to pay for everything. That's what it sounds like to me.
I'm not like that, but it depends on the person. Because some women are like that. Some women are total feminism.
Yeah.
But I'm not like that. But I was gonna say,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I've been seeing on social media how it's been a lot of controversy about how like the man like paying rent, and have you seen that?
What's something?
Okay, so basically the questions have been brought up. If a man stays with a woman, the rent is such and so, maybe $700, $800, and all utilities are about $200 or $100.
Cool.
They ask, what should a man pay? And it's been a lot of controversy about, for younger people, because it's like a lot of guys don't know the role, like, and I'm not saying that.
You feel like that? Because like I feel like especially on like dates and stuff, I don't mind paying, because I feel like that's just the way that's the way I was brought up. I don't know. I mean, like, again, I don't assume that women can't pay. It's just like that's just what I want to do.
Right.
But so you feel like that mindset is disappearing?
The mindset is disappearing, but it also depends on the situation. So, I don't know. But most people, basically what I saw is that it should be split, or either it was supposed to be split or the man's supposed to pay for it all. But, like I said, it depends on the situation in that case.
For rent?
So like basically if you live with someone,
right,
and rent is like $800.
That's $800. I'm either paying half or I'm paying all of it. That's what you're saying?
Right.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm leaning towards half. You eating this food, you drinking this water.
Though?
Then my money is your money. We all got the same account.
See, I think that's the what people aren't understanding about the question. Like, because when I looked at it, I was like, okay, this depends on the situation. Like, you can't tell somebody, oh, you're gonna pay for it all, and y'all are just dating or like casually dating, and just living together.
Unless you a trick, unless you a sucker, you just paying for everything.
I mean, if he has it,
he's willing to do it.
If they're willing to do it, don't knock it. But
yeah, that's something else, man.
But yeah,
that's been
crazy. That's been like a big thing on social media now.
What's the other things that you want to ask? Like, if you could ask a dude,
if I could ask a dude something,
like the social constructs that we have in America as men and women.
I think we talked about this the last time, but
what?
About how men fantasize about women, and then they claim that they want someone natural. They don't want makeup. They don't want you to wear makeup. They don't want you to wear wigs or weave.
Because I think that most men see women and don't even know that they're wearing makeup, so they just
that's the thing,
right?
Like,
and then that makeup comes off and like, what happened?
Right.
What happened to the woman I fell in love with? I was lusting over. She was so fine.
Now I can see where you can, say like some people do look different. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, some people look totally different,
and some people just it doesn't make that make
it doesn't make
different.
A big difference. Yeah, it doesn't make a big difference. But you can tell.
There's some people I've seen some chicks go full transformation. Like, that's a different human being with makeup. No diss. That's a different human being.
Okay, so what do you prefer? Like, okay, so would you fantasize? To me, a lot of guys fantasize over like Nicki Minaj or Kim Kardashian, stuff like that, and then you guys
as opposed to, you gotta give me an option. You give me Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj. I'm like
the average girl next door.
Like you.
You can say that.
Because all right, because I would rather you.
Okay, but no, but then you guys will look. Then guys will complain about how, I don't want no one twerking, right? Like stupid stuff. Like I'm just like, well, dude, like what do you want? Like y'all either want somebody that's
Well, I mean, I can't speak for all dudes, but
in general.
in general, I mean, I don't want to speak for me. I don't want nobody. I don't want no goody two shoes. I don't want nobody who's like pristine and perfect. I want somebody with a little edge to them, but I don't want too much. You know what I mean? Like,
What's too much edge?
Like this. Can I look you up on Google and see you naked? Is
Okay.
Come on, man. Is it that easy for me? Something like that, you know.
But that's what you guys fantasize though.
Yeah,
you fantasize over Instagram, Facebook, girls that are half naked.
They half naked.
But
so
if the average girl, okay, so say if you're dating someone,
okay,
and you know you're first dating, you don't know this girl from nowhere.
Fair.
And you look her up and you see some pictures where she's wearing only her bra and panties. Like, do you feel different about her?
No, I would ask her about it though. No, I mean, I don't judge. I'm like, I would ask about it. Like, were you doing this as a modeling gig? Were you doing this for money? You know, how was? I would have her sit down like right here. We would do a show on it.
You would put her on blast.
No, I wouldn't put her on blast. I would ask her about it first.
Okay.
I would ask her about it first. See if that was cool. I had a chick who was an exotic dancer on the show for like a segment during the Comic-Con. She just came out and said it, and we just started talking about it a little bit. Not much, but you know.
Enough.
And anything I felt that was gonna cause people to go out and try to find her, I took it out. Yeah, so like, but
Okay.
So I wouldn't do that, but yeah, I mean, I want a girl outside the physical. She got to have her own job, you know. Got to have her own money. I don't mind paying for some stuff. You got to be able to pay for something, you know. Like I don't need you to do nothing for me, but do it for yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so you got to have something going for her. She got to have goals. She got to have dreams. She got to have ambition. She got to have a drive to her. Something that she's working towards. Something lofty, like the YouTube thing, or being a model, or being a model fashion blogger. These are tough avenues to get into. But
Right.
if a girl says she can do it and she has the mindset that she wants to do it, I'll fully support it. You know, because like you got to dream big. I don't want nobody who's happy just sitting down, being somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, she got to look good too. I need something to look at. With this, and I hope that she wants that from me. I hope that I'm enough for somebody. You know what I mean? We all got that. We all got a certain level of insecurity. Even
Right.
beautiful women. Like, you ever felt like that? You ever felt like less attractive?
Sometimes.
Well, you've been dating for a long, long time.
But outside of me dating my fiance, I felt insecure when other people would comment, you know, like, oh my God, you're so small. You know, like, even though most people will be like, oh, but I wish your size, but then it's just, you know, within yourself,
Right.
I know I don't want to be the size.
Right.
So it's like,
Something like
it's
that.
an insecurity for me. But, that's just like if somebody randomly, like, it's usually people that I don't know.
Right.
And it's just like, why would you say that to me? That's just like calling somebody fat. That's just like me telling someone.
Well, they would, exactly like you said, like they would say that to you, not thinking that it was a pejorative.
Right.
Like they're not saying like you're small, you need to eat. You know, they're saying like you small. I wish I could be that small too. But you can internalize it however you like.
Right.
And if you take it that way, no one can tell you that you're wrong for taking it that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm short. I'm looking for somebody shorter than me. And
I'm not shorter than you though.
come on, man, you a little shorter than me, man. A little bit.
I'm probably a little bit.
A little bit. That's enough. That's enough, man. Every girl I've dated has been taller than me.
Okay, so wait. So what you gonna do if someone comes on, they're like my height and they wear heels? What you gonna do?
My ex-girlfriend, my last girlfriend, was like 5'10", and she wore heels because my cousin got married, and she was my date to the wedding.
Why
and
would
she
you
was
wear
a
that?
giant, and I just had to deal with it. Man. Like I'm not growing no more. I'm 29. It's over for me. You stop growing at 21, I'm over. It's done. You know. But she never had a problem with me being shorter than her, and I didn't have any issues with her being taller than me. I had the same question, like, why are you wearing heels? Why? Why you want to do that? And that was like the first fight we ever had. You know, but we got past it. And I mean, like, she wants to be, that's what she needs to feel pretty. I want her to feel pretty. I want her to be happy. So, you know, but yeah, so yeah, every girl I've dated has been taller than me. And I'm like, that doesn't bother me. It don't. But them heels, man, that was something. She was like 6 foot.
Yeah, I know with
Giant.
heels, like her being like 5'10", heels are typically like 4 inches high. So yeah, you
I remember we was dancing. I'm like, and I felt
You felt the girl.
I felt
like a girl.
I felt like a child. Like I was, dancing with my auntie for like the first time. Like,
oh my God.
Like yo. But yeah, we didn't have no issues outside of that one little argument based on height. But that was it. It changes. It'll develop and it'll grow when it comes to my taste and my likes in women. Like I've seen many women like the rainbow color, all attracted to me, and I talk to them all. Try my luck and see what happens. And as a single man, that's what you gotta do. And then when you go on a date, and then you talk to them about it, discover who they are, figure them out, and see. Well, I'm not really on that tip, so I'm gonna go this way. I wish you the best. Come on, man. Like, all right. So you like, if you wasn't engaged, you dating a dude, and he's talking all types of nonsense, talking about stuff you don't like. You gonna give him a chance, or you gonna give him just the first date and that's it?
I don't know, because some people. If I was dating, I feel like you can't be too picky. It's hard to be picky at this point in time. Like for other people, it's hard for y'all to be picky because you can't. Because people change just like that. Especially us, like younger people still change.
That's fair.
So,
got a question for you. Have you ever gone on a date just because you was hungry?
After it was a point, it was a point in me and my fiance's relationship where we took a break from each other, and I did go on a date with someone because I was hungry. So
I just feel like that's a thing that girls do.
It is. Like especially if you initiate it, like why not?
Right.
If the guy initiates the date, I don't have to like you to go out and talk to you. Like,
That's something else, man. That's fantastic. That's awesome.
But it is weird because most guys think it's more than what it is. I'm just like, you just took me out to eat. That's it. And I got free food.
But he don't know that, man.
I mean, you let him know afterwards. You don't. I don't think this will work. Or just stop talking. Just stop talking altogether.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Shout out to all them dudes out there, man. I feel like I ain't no Mac or nothing like that, but that ain't never happened to me.
That never happened to you.
At least not to my. For real, being real. Like so in this situation, you go on a date with a dude, eat his money essentially, and then leave and never talk to him again. That's one date, right? I've been on situations where it's been multiple.
Okay, I can see.
You know what I mean? So,
it could be that she's hungry multiple times though.
Could be. That's awesome. We're learning so much. Let's see what else we got as far as the men and women go. Because that has been the integral theme of the show so far.
Right.
But yeah, no, you ain't gotta look like Kim Kardashian or Nicki Minaj. Man, I prefer that everything you got be yours. You know what I mean? My preference.
Your preference, but most guys that I see on.
I mean, listen, they all look good. Like, you can look at them, but I mean, like, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what you want just because you're looking at it.
But it's more than most guys looking at it. It's fantasizing. It's like, oh my God, I want a girl like Nicki Minaj, or I want somebody like
she pretty
Kylie, or
that's something else, man.
And then it's just like, okay, well,
that's out of my
they have their butts done, their boobs are done, face has been altered. Like they don't look nothing like how they usually look. Like if this basically, I saw this meme and it was so funny and true. Like if they basically, it was like they're ugly, not broke. I mean, they would have been ugly if they were broke. Like, and it's true. Like, if most of these girls that are rich now. If they was broke, they would have not. Y'all would not look twice at them. So that's the only thing that I have, like, you know.
I want a girl who looks good without makeup. Who's attractive to me without makeup. Is that fair?
It's fair because I can see what you're saying.
Because my ex was really pretty, and I couldn't tell when she was wearing makeup or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and see, I can see that because some girls try to hide behind it, and then when they actually get comfortable, then you're like, oh well. I've never seen this side of you. Like, even like me, like a woman, like I can see people who wear makeup every day, and then like when I see them without makeup, I'm just like,
who's this person?
I ain't like that, but I'm just like, you don't have to, you know, like basically you covering up all your insecurities with makeup just so you can look, you know, physically look good to somebody.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
I mean, so do you equate makeup usage with a level of insecurity? Like the more makeup you use, the
I don't.
less.
Well, not me, but it depends because back when I was younger, I had acne spots and, like, you know, just scars from pimples and stuff. And I used makeup to cover that up because it was an insecurity. I was already dating my fiance, but it was still like, even though we had been dating, I was still insecure about it. Yeah. And, like, you know, even if he would have told me, you don't have to do all this, because he has. I still, like, it was just like a thing. It was something within me.
Right. You got to make yourself feel happy.
So I can see for some women it is a security blanket. For me, it's not. Like, I just like wearing it because obviously if I probably would wear makeup today if I was just so insecure about myself and not wanting to wear makeup. Because most of the time I'm not wearing makeup. Like, I only wear makeup and post pictures on Instagram. But literally people always think I wear makeup a lot, but I really don't.
That might be a thing just because you know so much about it and you talk about it.
Probably so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really hate wearing makeup. I hate doing it. I love the outcome, but
that it was either your birthday or your graduation. Y'all had a party. And y'all was looking banging.
I think it was probably our
birthday.
It
was on. I think your sister got him on Twitter.
Our birthday, probably.
Pictures,
we got friends.
Yeah, looking bad.
But yeah,
looking good.
I only wear makeup for, like, special occasions, and, like, if I'm going somewhere and I know I have somewhere to be. But for work, I don't wear makeup.
Yeah, why waste time?
When at school, I don't wear makeup. Well, when I was in school, I didn't wear makeup like that.
And you're also talking to a guy who's not the average guy, because I don't care about no shoes. I don't like, that's not something I'm into, man. That was never something I was into, man. I'm like that's part of the culture. But it's bad to lump in a group of people as one thing. You know,
can see.
Like men or black men or anything like that.
But I also have to think about you're in a different level than what I am, because what I see is younger people, like, fantasizing about, you know, girls. I see younger people doing that, so I can see where I shouldn't generalize, but it's hard not to. Like, I see where people generalize a lot, because what you put on, like, for everyone to see is what you think everyone, you know, does. Obviously they don't, but you see that more than anything. So,
especially now, I mean, but, like,
you know, with social media.
Yeah, social media and dating. How many dudes slide in your DMs? All the time.
Not really, but I had a couple people slide my DMs like the other day, and I'm just like, dude, like, I am fully engaged,
right,
fully faithful,
right.
So I don't know, but yeah.
But I mean, is there anything that would lead them to know that?
Yeah, like, I post it all the time. I post pictures. I mean, I feel like you should know, especially if I don't reply to you. Like, I'm not interested. But
yeah, they don't want to pester nobody. If they don't respond, then just leave it alone.
Right.
Let it go. Another thing I'm looking for, that's most attractive to me is, do we have the same interests? Like, do we like the same things? You know what I mean?
But you don't have to like the same things to be.
Not exactly the same thing. No. But, like, it would just be awkward if you like a certain thing a lot. right? And this person has no idea what you're talking about. You can't really connect. It'll be at least the bridge to connection would be is a more arduous one. It's harder to connect with somebody if y'all don't have similar interests.
I agree, similar.
You know
but
what I mean?
Like, for instance, me and my fiance, like, our taste in music isn't the same. So, he likes a certain type of music. I like my certain type of music. So, like, that can be something like I know a lot of people will find as a deal breaker. Like, you know how some people just be like, you know, like some people, but you know, that's just an example.
Yeah.
But, you know, like your music taste, like some people, you know, categorize your music taste as like who you are.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, an example that I don't like. I don't care for the music, but like I'll listen to it if it's playing. But, you know, that's not something that's gonna be like a deal breaker for me.
Fair enough. When y'all gonna make babies?
I need to get my life together. We both have that agreement that, but seriously, like a lot of people ask me this.
How do you feel when people ask you that? I was just kidding, but I'm sure like the people that you really care about. I guess
people expect it now because, you know, first
comes
around
love,
this,
then comes marriage, baby and baby.
Right. But most people just expect that because we're both young. We've been together for a while. Most young people would have had a child by now or something. He's about to be 25 and he doesn't have children, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like my generation is we're waiting.
Right.
We're waiting on that, and it's for the best. Like all my coworkers are married, and most of them have kids, and I feel so free. I feel so free talking to them. Like, like just things I do things every day that I take for granted. Like, man, y'all can't do these things. These are simple things.
I know you just can't. Yeah, just go out and go.
Just go.
You got to think about somebody else.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so pop culture stuff. Last movie you saw?
It was Fences.
Fences? That's with Denzel Washington.
Viola
Davis. Yeah. I wanted to say Alfred. From
I don't know who that guy was. Who played the son, but obviously he must have played in something else before.
He looks familiar. He looks so familiar. That guy, and he was playing the son, but I think he's a lot older than that. Anyway, how you feel about Fences?
It wasn't a must-see for me.
No?
Nah, it wasn't as what most people made it to be. Like, it wasn't a movie that. It was interesting.
It wasn't groundbreaking.
Yes, it wasn't groundbreaking, but I'll tell you this. I went to this movie completely blind. I have not seen any commercials about this movie. I haven't seen any reviews. So I literally, my fiance asked me to go. He saw some commercials, and he thought the movie was about sports because you know
it's got baseball.
Yeah, it got baseball, football in there. So I went in there completely blind, and I still didn't enjoy it. Yeah. It was still good. I can give it to Viola. She did a very good job.
She was. She's something else, man. Something else.
But I think the message behind it, I was kind of left lost. Have you seen it before?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, so I won't really talk about it. But
I haven't seen it. But I did see. Lost. The last movie I saw was XXX.
I'm not into movies, so what is that? Yeah, I'm really not.
XXX, Vin Diesel is an extreme sports guy. They contract him to be part of like the CIA, NSA, to defeat like terrorists who the government feel is too extreme. So he's expendable, stuff like that. This is the third movie. First one was Vin Diesel, second one was Ice Cube, and the third one is a big ensemble cast with a bunch of people.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun. It was a bad movie, but it was a lot of fun.
Bad as in good?
Yeah, no, it was bad as in it was bad because like there's a lot of scenes that make you think like, what? How does this happen? Like, come on, like that's ridiculous. Who's this person? Why is this person here? What is he doing?
Have you seen the previous ones though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I watch a lot of movies though. That's part of the tenet of the AquaMethodPodcast. That is something I do a lot. So I've seen all three of the XXX's, but the first one came out in 2002. So I can understand why you wouldn't see that. 2005 was the second one, and 2017 is the third one. But it was a lot of fun. It was like a roller coaster. It was really good looking, but it made very little sense. So that's my little take on XXX. Part 3, The Return of Xander Cage. I would give it a C+ to a B-, stuff like that. C+ to a B-. But is there anything else you want to get off your chest before we get up out of here?
Nothing. Well, my job search
Continues.
It continues.
That's good.
Been trying to be optimistic.
You got that, man. You got that. You got like, the hardest thing, because you just got out of school. So, and I know about it from experience. The hardest thing is you're trying to apply for these jobs. You want a job in your field. You want a job that you like.
Right.
At least like, so you can eventually get a job that you love, right?
Right.
So, you go out, you get these resumes, you look at LinkedIn and every place else that has job openings and stuff like that. You're looking at it, entry level, you need 5 years. How does that make sense?
Right.
How does it make sense? Like, I'm trying, how can I enter if I don't have the experience of trying to get experience?
Right.
So that's the conundrum that all young people right out of college are faced with. You gotta get experience, but they won't hire you until you get the experience.
Right.
So yeah, it's tough, man. But you'll get something like what people, what you need to do, all young people like fresh out of college, is hopefully that you've spent your college making connections, talking to people who's in the field, and it might not happen immediately, but they'll remember you if you're a good person.
Right.
They'll remember you, and they'll be like, "We have an opening at the at whatever job you are interested in. Come along, swing by." And even if you would normally need experience, you got the foot in the door because you got somebody who's already on the other side.
Right.
And they'll be able to say, well, hey, I know this person. She's awesome. She fits what we need. She doesn't have the experience, but we can coach her up and we can show her how to do it the right way. And that's how you get the job. The most important thing is not what you know, it's who you know. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people can get like master's degrees and doctor's degrees and still have a tough time.
I know.
But if you spending that much time in school, and you've made a lot of friends who are doing the same thing that you're doing.
Right.
And they might know somebody that So it's just you got to network, you got to connect. I work at a TV station, and that's how I work at a TV station. Because I was an intern, I didn't get paid, and I was an intern in 2009 or 2008, and I didn't get my job at the station until 2013. So they remember me for that long, and a job opening came up, and I took it, and I've been at the station going on 4 years. So yeah, it's like all the resumes and all the stuff that don't mean anything until you get either experience or you have a internship, or you have somebody that's on the other side that can talk for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you don't get it. You don't get it. I want to see you gonna be
patient.
Do big things with magazines and be in New York. That's what you and your sister want to do, huh? Go to New York?
We did. Right now we're looking into Dallas, Atlanta, LA.
Atlanta's
New
awesome.
York. I love Atlanta too.
I went to Atlanta for the first time last year for the Saints and Falcons game, and I'm like, I wish I was 8 years younger.
Why?
I could have spent more time here. But yeah, I mean, it would have been cool to be like in college in
the city
in Atlanta.
I think I would have liked to be in college in a city somewhere. That would have been like more
a bigger city.
Yeah. It's in a city.
This is a city, man.
No, this is a town. This is a big town. This isn't a city.
I look at it like a small city, because of
the traffic.
What the traffic and based on the market size of the TV station that I work at. We look at market sizes and stuff, and we've been increasing a little bit. There's 250 markets, I believe, in the United States. Mm-hmm. Number one is, can you guess?
Atlanta.
New York. New York is number one. Los Angeles is number two. Chicago's Houston's number three, believe it or not, I think.
Houston?
Yeah, Houston's either number 3 or number 4. Maybe Chicago is number 3 or number 4. I get them mixed up. But Lafayette, Acadiana is number 120 out of 250. So we're in the middle.
Yeah, we're in the middle.
So in the middle. But yeah, man. So it was a pleasure having Mel on the show for the first time in a long time. She's off the market, so don't slide into her DMs. I've seen her fiance in pictures. He seems like a tough guy. You don't want to mess with him.
He'll beat you up. No.
He has mad tattoos, which indicates that he's a tough guy. Just kidding. But yeah, no, for real, on all sincerity and truthfulness, congratulations to you and to him. Y'all both lucky to have each other, and it's good that y'all have each other after being together for so long. Y'all not rushing into it.
Right.
Y'all essentially been engaged for years. Any funny stories you have about him? Any embarrassing stories? Like anything that'd be kind of funny? Like he's scared of lizards or something. He's
I don't know.
He's a bedwetter. It'd be funny. That'd be hilarious. You're a strong woman if you engaged to a bedwetter. A 25-year-old bedwetter.
What kind of fear is it? I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head, but it's like weird.
She protects you. That's good. That's a sign of a good woman. A little Bonnie and Clyde. She'll ride and die for you. That's good. Final words for the presidency. God bless America. God bless President Trump, and hopefully we all move forward together. You know, doing bigger and better things together.
Right.
As a country. You know, it's not us versus them. It's not Republicans versus Democrats. It's not black versus white, certainly. I don't want that to be like the theme. Like just because you voted for Trump, you're racist or anything like that. We're all in this together, all one country, and hopefully that we just try to be the best. As always, y'all, you can follow me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spell normally no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. It's GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com for the types of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, all that good stuff. You're listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Thank y'all for once again rocking with me for so long. 80 episodes in. It's an awesome thing. I feel like I appreciate all the support. My numbers have been growing. Thank y'all very much for rocking with me, and hopefully y'all continue to do so. It's the AquaMethodPodcast. No focus is the focus. Your boy GP, Mel. Y'all be good.